Because today is daybreak, somebody in here is about to get a breakthrough. I need you to praise God right there. Because I believe God is getting ready to break something through. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I've been wrestling long, but it's time for a breakthrough. Sit down, sit down, sit down. I'm at a 10. Let me work the text.
Work the text.
Your grandmama said his arms are too big. You can't wrestle with God. You can't go over him. You can't go under him. You can't go around him. He's too big. But let me tell you something. May I add something to grandmama what she said? She ain't say nothing about holding on. Holding on to a promise. Holding on to his word. Bishop, after 34 years, I'm glad you're still holding on. Anybody glad we still here? We still holding on? After isolation, it leads to confrontation, and then we see Jacob's persistence. I like it. Look at verse 25. Look at verse 25. The man saw that he prevailed not against him, and he touched the hollow of his thigh. And the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint as he wrestled with him. Verse 26, he said, let me go. Which means that Jacob was wrestling with him. And his wrestling move became a hold on the man. Because let me tell you, sometimes life will hit you so hard. Where you can't do nothing but hold on. Am I talking to anybody in here? I'm done with wrestling with God. Not my will, but thy will be done. I can't wrestle with God no more because he hit the hollow of my thigh. And when I used to could fight with him, Bishop, I can't do nothing now but hold on. Somebody got to see where I'm going. Jacob realized that this was not an ordinary man, because if he could just touch the socket of his hip, he could have killed him a long time ago. Who am I talking to in here today? That you've been wrestling with God, but you realize he could have killed me in my sin. But thank God I'm still holding on. Anybody still holding on? I don't know about you, but if the truth be told, he could have killed me long time ago for some stuff I did. But thank God I'm holding on. Let me tell you something. You got to learn how to hold on to something that's blessing you, not cursing you. So Jacob, he must have figured out that this was God. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. He says, in essence, I see you, God. We've been wrestling all night long. Somebody say all night. You knocked my hip out of place. The only way, let me tell you something, the only way you can wrestle with something is if you're close to it. Some of you are still wrestling, but you're holding on. You're strong enough to hold on. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, you haven't given up yet. Let me tell you something. You can't wrestle with something unless you're in its presence. It's hard for me to fight you from over there. But when I'm in your presence, you can learn how to fight. And some of you have been so depressed in your wrestling with God. But can I submit to you that you're wrestling with God, even though you're wrestling with him, at least he's got his hands on you. No. You didn't catch it. At least God still has his hand on me. I've been through some stuff, but God still has his hand on me. I haven't been a perfect pastor, but God has his hand on me. Don't sit there and look cute in your seat because you ain't been perfect either, but God still has his hand on you. I know people can't understand why you blessed like you blessed, but it's because God has his hand on me. Why don't you go to about 3 people and tell them God has his hand on you? God has his hand on you. I know you've been through a lot. I know you've seen a lot. You've been through a lot, but God got his hand on you. Let me tell you, some folks may wash their hands with you, but God said, I never leave you nor forsake you. And sometimes you got to thank God that he still put his hand on dirty stuff. I better say that again. Thank God that he still touches some dirty stuff. You better lift your hand and thank God. You may not be exposed yet, but you ought to thank God he still has his hand on you. The hymnologist said, hold to his hand. God's unchanged. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Build your hopes on things eternal. Hold to his hand. Jacob said, you asked me to let you go. But God said, he said to the angel, he said, I'm not letting you go until you bless me. It's civil disobedience. He said, I wonder who in here has been civilly disobedient. And you've been hit with the vicissitudes of life and the situations of life, but you're still holding on. Sickness in your body, but holding on. Lost my daddy, but holding on. Turned down from the bank, but holding on. Lost some friends, lost some loved ones, but still holding on. Some folk that started out with me in ministry ain't there no more, but I'm still. Look at your neighbor, tell him you better get a real good grip. You better get a real, come on, look at somebody and tell them get a real good grip. Is there anybody here who's got your mind made up that you're not letting go until you get your blessing? I've been through too much to give up and quit now. But your neighbor said, I got to get mine. I got to get my blessing. Woo. How, Jacob, do you hold on to something that has hit you in the side? Sit down, sit down. Faith. It's faith on a whole other level. Because how can you bless